Hey guys, how you doing today? I want to show you my beautiful Anthurium Clarinervium. She is gorgeous. I absolutely love this plant. This is one of my first Anthuriums that I ever got. And she is so easy to grow. I would say that if you are a beginner and you want an Anthurium that you're scared of them because you think you can't grow them, I say go for the Anthurium Clarinervium first because she is very easy to grow. She's not really picky. She's absolutely gorgeous. You can see, I'm going to zoom in on her new growth. Oh, now my phone's starting in, of course. I can't win every time I try to make a video. My phone's going berserk. But you can see this beautiful new leaf right here. She just opened up like maybe 3-4 days ago. And they open up really tiny. And pretty much all the Anthuriums do. And you think, oh my goodness, what is going on? Why is the leaf so small? But they just get, every day they grow more. Every night they grow and they grow and they grow and they grow. And they're just gorgeous. And you can see the beautiful veining on this plant. I mean, it's just stunning. I love them. But if you really want to get an Anthurium that you're kind of freaking out about it, get this Clarinervium because she is gorgeous and she's so easy. They like to live in about a medium to bright light. You don't want to put her in really low light because you want the leaves, you want your plant to thrive and you want your leaves to be somewhat big. I mean, these are about the size of, bigger than my hand, and you can see I have her in a really big floor pot. It's huge because she is a big girl and she has massive roots. Her roots are about as big around as a pencil. There's tons and tons of them. I like to up pot my Anthuriums a little bit larger than, well, larger than what most people say to up plant a pot by only, you know, go up a pot size of a couple inches. I have found that Anthuriums and philodendrons like a bigger pot because you're going to get better root growth, faster root growth, and your roots are going to be healthier, which in turn is going to give you a much healthier house plant, no matter what it is. Some you don't want to, some plants you do not want to up pot into a much bigger pot. But Anthuriums really like it. They like the moisture. You still want to have a really airy soil. You know, I use a lot of perlite in mine. I put a little bit of spag in it. I don't use any bark or anything like that. Just perlite and a little bit of sphagnum moss. Not a lot of sphagnum. But I feed mine every time I water them. They love to be fed. And this girl right here, she is a big eater. And you can just tell that she's growing very nicely. I don't know how long I've had her. If I had to guess, I looked at my tag before I started the video and I didn't have a date wrote down. Back in the day when I first started buying plants, I didn't write dates down on my tags, but now I do because I find it is a very big help. I just never worried about it before. But, and as far as humidity, I really think this plant, like if you have a low, just an ambient air humidity in your home and you don't run any humidifiers or anything, I think she would probably be okay because she is just so not fussy. The fussiest thing you can do with her is to skip a watering because then you're going to get leaf browning, you're going to get dry tips, and you can see I have a little bit of dry tips on a couple of leaves of mine because it's easy to do to forget, you know, to water, especially a plant that likes to stay evenly moist. These do not like to dry out. So that's your biggest, really, your biggest worry with having an Anthurium, because they don't want to dry all the way out. And if you don't like to water plants, you know, this probably isn't going to be a plant for you, because you don't want to keep missing waterings. But, or you're going to have dry tips. I mean, if you don't care about dry tips, then, but it's also going to stunt, like if you have a new leaf coming that's emerging and opening and trying to grow, it's also going to stunt that leaf a little bit too, and it's going to be, your new leaf will be wonky if you let her dry out, you know, too much at that time. So that's very important when you have a new leaf. Make sure you're keeping her watered and make sure you're feeding her. Let's see, what else? I think that's really about it. Now I've got her kind of in a medium light. You can see I have other Anthuriums. Well, I got my windows right there, so you're not really going to be able to see. But I've got a Magnificum behind her. You can see she's kind of peeking. She's kind of peeking out right there. And then I have a Magnificum Silver right there, and then I have other Anthuriums right there. But I also run a humidifier when need be, mostly in the winter time. But I have a lot of Anthuriums. I have a lot of Rhipsalis that enjoy the humidity, so I run one, and I like the humidity too. Otherwise, our house just gets way too dry in the wintertime with running our fireplace, and it's just unbearable. Your skin gets dry, your hair is dry. I have problems with my sinus and allergies. I mean, it's just a whole thing. But anyways, if you really want to start an Anthurium collection and you're afraid of them, get this one. The Anthurium Clarinervium. She is so not picky. And especially I have also found that if you get them as a seedling, you know, you get a smaller plant, that way the plant has more time to adjust to, instead of getting a big huge plant and spending all that money, you know, and then you're going to have leaves failing in your care because of the environment, they're not used to it. I say get a smaller plant, you know, and then grow it in your environment. She will get more used to it that way quicker, and you won't have quite as many issues with you know, trying to grow her. So food, water, don't let it dry out, a medium to bright light for this plant, humidity, I think she could go either way. I've seen a couple of people that have grown this particular Anthurium and they don't run humidifiers or anything, and their humidity stays about 30-40%, whatever, and this plant does fine for them. So I think that is it. I'm going to be doing another video here real shortly on another Anthurium that I think would be great for beginners. Something that's really easy care and beautiful plant. It's cute when they're cute when they're little, and they're even more beautiful after they grow up. So if I had to guess, I think I probably have this plant. I bought it with small, you know, a small seedling, which is what I normally do. And if I had to guess, I'd say I've had her probably 5 years, and they don't take long to put out big, huge, beautiful leaves. They'll have a couple small ones when they're babies, and then they'll just keep gradually getting bigger. I mean, you can see all my older leaves down here. You know, and they're still really nice size. But, alright guys, I'm going to let you go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Peace.